67 million years ago, a baby Allosaurus was simply curious when it caught sight of a massive beast. One quick glance was all it took. The next second, a powerful tail whipped through the air and struck with devastating force. The little dinosaur's jaw shattered instantly, blood streaming down from the corners of its mouth. Though the youngster didn't die immediately, losing its bite meant losing everything. Its ability to hunt was gone forever. In that brutal world where only the strongest survived, this was essentially a death sentence. But you can't imagine what happened in the end. When the mother heard the commotion and rushed over, her injured offspring instinctively moved closer, seeking protection and comfort. But this heartbreaking scene didn't awaken any maternal instincts. Instead, it startled her. In the dinosaur world, a young one's survival never depended on a mother's love, but purely on their own strength and capabilities. The mother quickly assessed that this cub had no hope of survival. Without hesitation, she turned and walked away, never looking back. As the youngster watched his mother's figure disappear into the distance, the emotional pain cut deeper than its shattered jaw ever could. Fortunately, nature hadn't completely given up on this little fighter. Against all odds, the crooked-jawed Allosaurus managed to survive into adulthood. Through years of struggling and hardship, it gradually developed its own unique hunting methods. The dinosaur learned to use terrain to its advantage, often positioning itself near water sources and patiently waiting for thirsty animals to walk right into its trap. Soon enough, sounds echoed nearby. A group of Dinosaurs had gathered around a watering hole to drink. That same tail that once devastated Allosaurus was now swaying right before its eyes. The rage that had been building up for years instantly ignited. At the same time, the lead Dinosaurus noticed a predator and began swinging its tail as a warning signal, indicating they wouldn't be easy prey. This display only strengthened the Allosaurus's resolve for revenge. However, hatred didn't cloud its judgment. Instead of launching an immediate attack, it calmly identified a limping youngster in the group. Predators always choose the easiest targets. The Allosaurus quietly crept closer, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Just then, the leader spotted the approaching threat and charged aggressively. That deadly tail swung toward the Allosaurus once again. But this was no longer the helpless little creature from years ago. This was a cold-blooded hunter who had survived on pure vengeance. As the tail came whistling through the air, the Allosaurus suddenly lunged forward and clamped its jaws around the very tail that had caused so much suffering. Using every ounce of strength, it pulled and twisted until the tail was completely torn off. The moment revenge was complete, the Allosaurus didn't linger. It quickly turned and left, finding a quiet spot to enjoy its hard-earned prize. Meanwhile, the tailless Dinosaurus leader could only stand there helplessly. While losing its tail wasn't fatal, it had lost its primary weapon for intimidating predators forever. A massive body without any means of defense would inevitably become a target for other hunters. Perhaps this is just nature's way, the eternal cycle of payback and consequences. Follow me for more exciting content coming soon.